Be human. Men love it. Enjoy yourself. Don't be shy. We love to feed you when you're hungry. Yeah, we're gonna feed you raccoon meat.
That coon meat is lousy with parasites.
Hello, friends. Trace amounts of science promise swearsies. It's just a fact. Go ahead, look it up. Today we're getting back into some r/NotHowGuysWork because I'm a guy and I know how these things work. Probably, mostly. Sometimes they throw me a curveball. Let's get into it. And hey, also thanks for being here today. First post is a cross post from Not How Girls Work. Interesting. And OP says, are people freaking for real? The reason why men hate women wearing jeans and tight clothes and want to force women to wear dresses and skirts only is because they can't grape you easily. High heels so it's harder to run away, and long hair that they can grab. Jesus. Just planting the poison in everybody's mind. Don't forget, everybody's out to get you. Stay scared and indoors and watch all of my TikTok videos. Yeah, I'm not buying any of that. I like all those things because they're feminine, they're girly, there's no ulterior motive other than I think it looks good. Anyway, continuing on. This OP says, yeah, because of course a man's body is an indication of his intimate preferences. It's from the New York Post. British pop stars before and after body transformation photos divide the internet. Why are women lying about this? So yeah, I don't know who the guy is, but he's chunkier on the left, and then he's pretty fucking cut on the right. God, who wouldn't like to be that cut? What the hell? But somebody does respond and says, it's so weird that the incels think women are lying about this. It's literally not that deep. The right picture is giving gay man. The left does not, and straight women are attracted to straight men. But the red pill guys need to believe that they strike out with women because they don't have a six-pack versus, their completely shit personality. Yeah, whole lot of coke, that's what we call that. My wife has also proclaimed to me before that she doesn't want a six-pack. But honestly, if I could get cut like that, if I had the fucking discipline, I'd totally do it. Lucky for her, I don't.
Homie, you look good.
All for you, baby.
This OP just says, Jesus Christ. Here's one from r/female dating strategy. I thought that shit was closed now. I went to do an updated episode and all the posts are locked. Although I guess this is just from one of the locked posts. She says, focus on your goals and financial prosperity, ladies. Most men are incapable of love, and it's just about doing it. They're supposed to be the provider, protector, pursuer. If not, move forward and level up. You deserve a king. Yeah, or to be alone forever like this person. I feel like part of me agrees with it, but yeah, the incapable of love. I love things. Can you offer any sort of perspective on this for me, Gubbins, my boy?
Ha! Demand king while offer peasant loyalty. That how you end up court jester in Lonely Castle, Chief Gubbins?
Yeah, that's absolutely wild. She's not even providing loyalty. She's the one that's supposed to be capable of love. It's all transactional for her. It's really an unsettling way to go through life. We will get into the female dating strategy handbook at some point. I don't want to sit there and read the whole thing to you guys. So I'm just picking out some excerpts, chum the waters a little bit and see if people are interested. Keep an eye out for that at some point in the future. For now, yeah, what a hellhole, and we're moving on. Enjoy being lonely. So P.S. Men, can you control your lust long enough to not talk to women? Yeah, I think I can. It's a lot harder a decade ago, though. This guy says, control your lust and you understand how boring 90% of women are. I'll be honest with you and say 90% of women, yeah, pretty boring. Also, 90% of men, yeah, pretty fucking boring. What are you doing that sets you apart or makes you special or interesting? I make TikTok videos. The username @afraidofOneWoman tells me all that I need to know. Good luck out here. Hope you don't regret your choices in a decade. Bye. P.S. What do y'all think of this? No matter how unattractive you think you are, I guarantee you're more attractive than at least 50% of these scrotes that can't even be bothered to wash their own ass cracks. I think it's bold of you to assume that I'm in the 50% of scrotes that washes their ass crack.
Did you wash your ass today?
The problem with many, many men is that they vastly overestimate their looks and assume that since they're single, any woman over 40 should be throwing themselves at them. And that makes them shoot their shot so high that they get rejected by the women they're going for and then blame all women for being shallow. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about? First you're like, hey, you're more attractive than these people, and also stop assuming that you're attractive. Don't overestimate your looks. Really weird point that we're trying not to make here. It continues, men do not look for inner beauty, period. They don't even want to be friends with women they aren't attracted to. And most of these dudes can't even see their dongs over their stomachs. I think you mean under their stomachs? Are you a bit confused about anatomy? You're confused about a lot of things, clearly. You deserve better. Aim high. Don't accept some ugly low-effort guy just because he can rub two brain cells together. In the meantime, treat yourself like the queen you are until you start believing it. Yeah, sure. That's how it works. She's like, men shouldn't be able to aim high, but women, you should always aim high. You are ass backwards with everything that you've said, and I'm sure everything that you've thought in your entire life. You're a mental Lilliputian. You've wasted everybody's time with your 4 paragraphs of nothing. And I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and you alone. Maybe that last part's a little too far. We leave it in. I don't know if I'm 100% right in my beliefs, so I'm going to pass it over to Gubbins and see if he agrees.
Big talk for speak hole that leave leftovers in sink. Maybe wash dish before demand golden goblet. Gubbins.
Speak hole? I don't think you can call her that. Yeah. This person's definitely a mess, and they're like, you should be looking for somebody who's not a mess. Okay. Well, fix yourself first. How about? Whatever. We keep it moving. This OP says, except plenty of women find masculine men attractive, and there's nothing wrong with that, but hey, let's make a dichotomy by discrediting women's own sex positivity. I think you're reading an awful lot into what advertising execs are doing to sell you things, but okay, sure. Unpack it all you like. PMass the Monk on Tumblr, I believe, says, I think this is the best imagery I've seen to explain the difference between what men think male objectification is versus what women actually want. All we need to do is look at the Hugh Jackman magazine covers. And the first one is Muscle and Fitness. Hugh Jackman, looking jacked. He's shirtless and buff and angry. He's imposing and aggressive. This is a male power fantasy. It's what men want to be and aspire to. Intense masculinity. Honestly, true. It's really true. Here he is on Good Housekeeping. A woman's magazine. He looks like a dad. He looks like he's gonna bake a quiche with me and sit and watch Game of Thrones with me. He looks like he gives really good hugs. Men think women want hulking naked dudes in loincloths, which is why they always quote He-Man as male objectification, without realizing that He-Man's naked and buff in a loincloth because men want him to be. More women would be happy to see him in a pink apron cutting vegetables and singing off-key to 70s rock. Men want objects. Women want people. Yeah, that's nice and divisive, isn't it? Clearly, these 2 magazine covers should define my life philosophy. How about we just accept that people want people, and then some people among those people, they would like to have 6-pack abs, if it weren't too much trouble, which it is. That's why we don't all have them. Let's not overthink the situation, shall we? Although I will say, nothing gets my wife going more than seeing me be a good dad. It's like a secret life hack, you know? You don't even need the muscles and all that stuff. Whatever, anyway. Weird post. I'm gonna move on. This OP says, oh yes, because every man wants to sleep with every woman he sees. Really telling on original OP here. Another cross post from NotHowGuysWork. Women can't have male friends. I don't let my girlfriend have male friends, and you shouldn't either. They just want to sleep with her. That's just how it works. Sooner or later, she'll give in. Do you really think she's gonna say no to 5+ guys every day? She's gonna get bagged, dude. Stop it before it happens. Now, the craziest thing about this is you can't stop it if it were to happen. Everybody makes choices, okay? You're uncomfortable with her having male friends, and I don't know. On some level, I get that. But also, at a certain point, you gotta fucking learn to let go and let people be themselves and make their own choices. I feel bad for your girlfriend. You just lock her in a glass case. You're happy in there, aren't you, little bird? I fed you, I gave you water, everything you want. You just can't ever leave the house. It's a sad existence. You're making somebody else's life objectively worse because of your oversized ego and your tiny, tiny pee-pee. Cut it out. All right, next post. Here's the link from Yahoo Entertainment. I'm not going to click it because fuck Yahoo. But Jesse Waters on the 5. He says, when you sit behind a screen all day, it makes you a woman. Oh no, dude, my dick. Where did it go? He said, sitting behind the teleprompter all day makes you a dickless beltway cuck. How about that? All right. Gonna get myself in trouble. Keep moving. Oh, here's another bullshit list, OP says. Admittedly, some valid points, but also some really bizarre and outlandish points. Opinions. Yeah, we love opinions around here. Subtle red flags gleaned from the comments on a viral TikTok post. He doesn't bring any energy at all. When you're fun, it's fun. When you're tired, it's tired. Wait, is he the it in this scenario? That's really weird. Look how they act when you're better than them at something. That one seems valid to me. Always walking ahead of you. I always walk behind my wife. I don't know what that means. They hate cats with a passion. Yeah, I hate them. I think they're stupid, but we got 5. I don't know how that happened. Because I love my wife is why. When you ask him what he likes about you, he can only list the things that you can do for him and how you make him feel. Again, agree. That's a subtle red flag. Ask for their horoscope. Their reaction to that question tells you way more than their sign. Sagittarius, thank you very much. If we're going by the Chinese zodiac, then I'm a rabbit. Tell him no about something small and see how he reacts. Same thing. I mean, are dudes really out here freaking out because chicks are better than them at stuff or whatever, something small? I'm pretty fucking go with the flow, I'll tell you that. My wife's the one that freaks out about things not going according to plan. And then she screams at me and says, don't panic! I'm like, I never panic, okay?
I'm perfectly calm, dude.
Yeah, waving the fucking gun around?
Points out all of the good deeds that he's done. Yeah, I'm such a nice guy vibes. If you mention a success, especially money, life status, academic, and he centers himself or changes the subject. I don't know, some of these are kind of bizarre and outlandish, but I think a lot of them hold water, you know? Especially with context. Read these subtle flags with all the other clues that you've been given, okay? The way you're reacting to this post is like, oh, if she sees one of these, she's up and out. But I don't think that would be the case. I think people would just raise an eyebrow and go, I'll make a note of that. If a man hates himself, he will always hate you for loving him. That shit cuts really deep for a TikTok comment. Maybe it's like r/I'm 14 and this is deep, but it kind of hit me right there. Hating Taylor Swift. Yep, not allowed. Talk politics. That will reveal a lot. Probably don't talk politics, though. It's really dumb. Pretend you're sick and see how he acts. Do you have to suck it up when you're ill? But when he's sick, he's dying? That one's real, too. It's like just not just demonstrating that this is a two-way street. If they talk too much about what they've learned in therapy, they haven't actually processed and healed. They've just learned how to weaponize therapy speak. Oh, that's an interesting one. God, I fucking hate therapy speak. Just say what you mean, would you? Suss out your fucking point and lay it down flat, please and thanks. Hold him accountable and make it a point when he disappoints you. If he avoids accountability by acting incompetent or shifts blame onto a situation or you, he's fragile. That's true. Men should be accountable, but I'll tell you this. It's a sword that cuts both ways. I guarantee any chick out here calling dudes fragile is about the fucking fragilest thing I've ever seen. You're not gonna take any accountability, are you? I don't need to listen to this shit. I ain't got time for it. I'm going out to the store for cigarettes, and you never come back. If he has any reaction to the idea of, or even the word, feminism other than enthusiastic agreement, he's a problem. Yeah, I guess I'm a problem. I'm more for egalitarianism, but, yeah, your way seems really neat. Seems like that's really working out for society, doesn't it? When you tell him how you feel and he doesn't address it, he's just quick to get back in your good graces. I mean, you have to understand the difference between men and women at a certain point. Like, women just want to express this thing and have you be like, I understand. I've experienced something similar. I sympathize. Not even I experienced something similar. Just I sympathize. But a man's mindset is like, okay, what do I need to do in order to fix this thing so we can move past it? You're expecting men to sit there and process, but most of us don't. Most of us just fucking keep it pushing forward. I think that's the best way to go through life. Did some weird shit happen? Yeah, it did. Okay, well, we're past it now. What's next? Probably some more weird shit. Anyway, his smile doesn't reach his eyes. It's a little unhinged, but I like it. Serial killer smile. He presents himself as a victim in every past or present conflict. Ugh, that is yuck. But that's a look that I hate to see on anybody, basically. But I guess men are the ones that get shamed the most often for doing it. He can't or doesn't read. I wanted a bad boy, an illiterate, monosyllabic bad boy. He can't name one piece of media where the lead is a woman. Runaway Bride. Julie Roberts, isn't it? Fucking nailed it. Swish. Shit movie, though. He never compliments you. Oh, that is sad. I compliment my wife every day. Probably 4 or 5 times a day. And then she says I never compliment her, but, you know, don't let it break your stride. Just keep doing the thing. If you're doing your job right, then nobody knows that you're even there, or something like that. That rule doesn't apply in the bedroom, though. What the fuck? He has no best friend. Oh! There's quite a few people out there that I would consider, you know, my best good friends, but going best friend, that's stupid. That's MySpace top 8 shit. We like each other. Sometimes we hang out, you know, twice a year. That's as much as a best friend as you get out of me. He has a super close relationship with his mom, or if he hates his mom, then he's gonna have issues. I guess, depending how old he is. You get like the teenage hormones and stuff. Everybody has their little acts of rebellion and shit. Super close relationship to mom is more terrifying to me, honestly. He's gonna expect you to wipe up his poopy and whatnot, you know? I think the best way that you could tell is just being around the person and keeping in mind that these are the best days of the relationship. This is as good as it's ever going to get. It's only going to decline from here. And if you're not ready for that, then, yeah, get up and out. Save yourself some heartache. Although, that does lead to ending up alone sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes you gotta compromise. Sometimes you gotta suffer for the person that you love. And that's the truest love of all. This OP says, I'm pretty sure this is not how guys work. Yeah, that's a subreddit. It's up in the URL. OP says, I think guys have a hard time having girl friends because they feel lonely and need someone, and so they emotionally attach in the wrong way to women who care. Yeah, or to men who don't care, but often it's much more blatant when it happens with the women folk. He says, it's not just that. There's a lot more aspects, both emotional and intimate. For example, when a guy who has a girlfriend and thinks about her doing it with someone else or enjoying someone else's company more than him, just to imagine it. OP says, well, he shouldn't have those thoughts. And he says, that's also why I keep saying that we probably won't be together when it reaches that point. Yeah. No shit, Mr. Stupid Anime two-tone hair profile picture. OP says, that's why I said attached in the wrong way. I can't say that I've ever had a guy friend, especially that had a girlfriend, and that I ever had those thoughts. And I don't think that a guy friend that I've had ever had those thoughts about me in the past. And he says, well, even if they did, they wouldn't tell you. I mean, that's your strategy for sure. Some people will value honesty. Some people will lay it all on the line. You'll be my girlfriend or everything will be awkward from now on until forever. I did say it was a good hand to play, but some people play it. OP says, you know, I'm talking about a girl friend, not a girlfriend. He says, I'm telling you what any other guy wouldn't dare to tell you. Wow, letting it run on the secret, and then the secret boys club. And it is very much a little boys club. No guys, no men, just little boys. I'd like to call it a gentleman's club, but I don't know, strip clubs ruined all that for everybody. We can't just have clubs for gentlemen anymore. People gotta take their tops off. Okay, I guess this is the way things are going.
Oh, great. Here we go. I'm just another cock getting wired into the global economy.
Opie says, I don't know. I'll start asking guys, but that sounds kind of more like incel thoughts. And honestly, that's real. You want somebody who's gonna tell you the truth, or at least give their input. Be like, I advise you to pump the brakes on all that stupid bullshit you're talking, but I can't fix it for you. But I don't think he wants to fix it because he keeps going. He says, every guy who get in this hole were just Fred's lie. Deep down, he hoped to change the girl's mind, or in it for friends with benefit stuff, or some other hidden motivates. You're just telling on yourself right now, my dude. I'm personally not selfish enough to ask for more, so that's why I'm telling you this. The levels of desperation, I can't. If I had other reasons, or even the slightest hope, I would never bring it up or make you aware. But I don't. This is like the most pitiable act ever. Please. It's like you're playing poker and you sit there and you show her your hand. And you're like, now please don't beat me. Dating out of pity is never good. But like, telling on yourself before asking for the date out of pity, that's even weirder, dude. You point the finger at every guy, but it's you. You're the fucking guy. We just got a glimpse inside your head. Beautiful. And now we'll keep it moving. Opie says, I doubt this post was written by an actual man. Okay. A chance for growth. This gives me empathy. A lusty image is fine, but I turn away from female beauty because I think my attention won't be appreciated. Which makes me resentful of the way that men are seen these days. What are you talking about, bro? It might really help to see the original context of this post. But I assume it's a lusty image, and then he's talking about anime a little bit later. So it's a cartoon girl, and he's saying that this attention won't be appreciated by the cartoon girl. I mean, personally, I think it's good to be able to contain that part of yourself, but you're compartmentalizing it in a really weird way. I just want you to know. And I hate fucking therapy speak. I don't want to say it like that, but I have no other word for it. Anyway, he continues. Just a smile, and all is forgiven. We won't treat you that way. When I was younger, it wasn't that way. Men get the ick, too. More room for men to grow. I did. What are we even talking about right now? It's the choppiest, weirdest, most stilted way to say anything ever. What the fuck? My wife loves anime men. So wild. It's cute. I'm not threatened. I encourage it. Okay. I don't know, man. Now you've taken it from just enjoying a drawing into like a thing that affects your actual married life, which, again, I don't know, man. It's nice to be appreciated. Stalked is another matter. I can handle that too. I'm a bit twisted when it comes to yandere. Oh yeah, you experienced that in real life? It's not just a plot device in 1,000 adult cartoon magazine things you read? Be human. Men love it. Enjoy yourself. Don't be shy. We love to feed you when you're hungry. Yeah, we're gonna feed you raccoon meat.
That coon meat is lousy with parasites.
Feed you when you're hungry? What an unsettling way to phrase it. You'll be hungry after I lock you in the shipping crate for a week. Now let me watch you eat. It's like... I think there's so much subtext here. So many weird twists and turns. Was it written by an actual man? I don't know. Who cares? Some prime schizo posting is what it is. Just how choppy it is. It's a stream of consciousness, essentially. Can you find the common through line in all that text? Because I fucking can't. So, if you didn't waste time, like, thinking about the thing that you're writing, then I'm just gonna move on. Sorry, not sorry, but it needs to have a point. This OP says, I feel like this one fits here. Or let the tofu simmer. Yeah, fried tofu pretty good, you know? Then somebody comes in and says, tofu makes men effeminate. Oh, you must be like Andrew Tate and all into that alpha male shit. The third person dog piles in and says, you've never opened a book in your life if you're saying this confidently. Yeah, stay away from those beans. They might shrink your balls. You're really all that scared of it? Is it because you're an effeminate person and you don't want to worsen that condition in any way? It's good. Hold your superstitions, you know? Personally, I don't eat tofu because, like, it's just flavorless. If the thing you put it in is good, then okay, I'll eat it. If not, then yeah, why do I want to eat it? Like straight up fried tofu? I don't know. Why don't you just save a whole lot of processing and bring me like a bowl of edamame, you know? I'll smash that shit. I honestly don't know what this next post is supposed to be, but I just... I'm gonna bring it to the floor. I'm sorry it's nonsensical. Hopefully we can unpack it together, okay? Guys work like a McDonald's run by a 20-year-old college dropout whose name is Dirk, with an E, Dirk. We run like we never learned how to properly craft a cheeseburger, and that no one ever tried to teach us. Like we have grease on our shirt and constantly smell it, but low-key like the smell and don't care to change it. Yes, delicious burger grease on my shirt. It smells good. Why would I change it? It's like a little snack. You can wring the grease directly into your mouth. Unless there's a good washcloth. We love a good washcloth. If you're confused, so am I. It's the only thing that can make us want to clean. A good washcloth. That's true. See a nice clean washcloth, I'm like, I'm gonna clean my ass with this. I have to ruin it forever right now. The drive-thru seems open, but if you order throw it, it will take 20 years because you didn't tell us directly. Who? Is there a car in the drive-thru? Who's driving? What the fuck? We need direct instruction. I think that's the problem. Dirk will not tell us. Dirk has not known he has existed since the creation of the 15th Fortnite update. When he was high on bath salts, he sniffed on a good washcloth. Call back. Yes. He's a comedic genius. It's a callback to the washcloth thing. You remember? It's only 2 sentences ago. Good job. You're really trying to do something here. It's humorous for all the wrong reasons. I just love posts like this. What do we even call content like this? Trawling the bottom of all Reddit posts? Like top posts of all time? Good search term. I guess worst Reddit post ever. Is it the worst Reddit post ever? Probably not. It's mercifully short. Whatever. Anyway, nice callback, OP. We have a poster of how to make the food, but all we look at is how the bun low-key looks like a woman. Hot.
Know it, baby. Work those buns. All of you. All day, day.
Our water isn't clean, so we always sort of feel kind of thirsty, and it is uncomfortable. Why don't you go get some clean water? I gotta change the water for you? What are you, a fucking dog boy? Working in a Burger King kitchen? You can't do that. Unless you got a hairnet all over your body, but really that's gonna send the wrong message. I got a hairy dog boy man covered in mesh netting back there? No, it's for the best. I gotta fire you. Sue us if you need to, but I gotta fire you. This is fucking unhinged, man. OP continues, that is why we chose other things to quench the thirst. And the cooking oil always looks pretty appetizing. But it is bad! Don't drink it, it will hurt! Hurts going in. Not any better coming out, honestly. Then you get even more dehydrated. It wasn't a great plan. But you have to try it at least once. Unless one of your employees is a real one. Dirk dropped out of college, but he doesn't act like it. he always acts like he's better than you, so you always feel like you have to tell someone your successes, but they never say good job because you're still employed at McDonald's. See, Dirk's just looking for a human connection, really. But you don't want to compliment him because above you, he's already like 2 social classes your senior. Maybe it makes you feel a little uncomfortable or resentful because you're like, I could do what Dirk does. But let me tell you this, Dirk climbed to the top of the mountain all by himself. Nobody watched the journey, they just saw him up there at the end. That's how this shit works. I mean, supposedly. I've been asking questions about meritocracy recently because fucking... It seems to me people don't know what the fuck they're doing or getting handed jobs that, they run good, usable things into the ground. I won't name any names, just look at any tech company ever. Or any company, I guess. Is it nepotism? I'm not sure. It's a big fucking club that I'm not in, that's what I know. Not sure if I want to be in it. They might take something terrible from me. The humiliation ritual will begin. It's already begun. I started it myself. I ate rotten chicken, for God's sake, on the fucking live stream. I kind of like this post, honestly, because it's pulling a lot of shit out of me. So let's just keep it going. Why not? You want a schizo ramble? I can schizo ramble too. Everybody will think that they're better than you, and sadly, they won't be wrong, and you know that. So you always feel a little inadequate, but it's okay because you know how to fix the car that's sitting in the parking lot. Broken down because you haven't touched the steering wheel since Dirk was employed. Whose perspective are we in now? The driver of the car? Not Dirk. Is this OP giving us all this life advice? Don't drink the cooking oil, it will hurt. It is so much, and yet someone who works at McDonald's can't really complain about it because we submitted our application to work here knowingly. I mean, yeah, the analogy you're making doesn't really apply then. Did you choose to be a man? I guess some people do. But I don't remember the application process at all. I just sort of showed up one day. Being a guy is hard work. It's hard. Like working at a McDonald's run by a 20-year-old college dropout named Dirk. Yeah, that's the title. That sentence right there. And it sucks even worse because Dirk is genuinely a good guy. You just feel like projecting you anger onto him because he dropped out. But you need to remember that you're both at McDonald's and he still makes more than you. What an L. Wow, that was a fucking hell of a thing you just said, I think. Thanks for that. I don't even know what to say to any of that. I've said basically all I had to say. What did you think about it, Gubbins? Go ahead.
Derek runs the fry pit like a greasy warlord. We seethe in the shadow of his washcloth empire, too thirsty to revolt. But revolution burns. We will rise, Gubbins.
Yeah, let's hope so. We gotta get up and out. And the secret to all that is just making little tiny steps every day. Maybe Dirk was placed there by merit, or maybe not. Maybe his uncle owns the McDonald's. Who can really say? Who would waste their time bothering to suss it out? Just do the best that you can for you.
Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot.
Hey everybody, it's me, Randy Newman. And little Randy's here too. ReddX paid us to do the outro music, so thanks so much for watching. It was a good day. I hope you buy a Gubbins pillow when you get paid. It's over on Fourth Wall. You like it a lot, and it will put a chicken in the ReddX fan pot. I made that up off the top of my head. Now where's my money? Alright, Randy Newman and Little Randy Newman, thank you so much for supporting Patreon, YouTube memberships. What's that other cue card say? I can't read it, I'm sorry. Amazon, affiliate? I don't know what that is. I think ReddX gets more money if you click through there. It's in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Always remember that you are loved, you are worthy, and Randy thinks that you definitely deserve it. Alright, everybody. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Randy Newman.
Nani baka, nani baka, nani baka, nani baka, nani baka.
best impressions are the ones where you just say the person's name a lot. Gubbins.